What if I told you that somewhere on Earth, there's an animal that can survive being frozen solid, another that can go decades without food, and one so tough, it can even survive the vacuum of space? Nature isn't just beautiful, it's ruthless. Every single day, millions of animals fight impossible battles against predators, harsh weather, and starvation. Yet somehow, these incredible creatures keep beating the odds. Today we're counting down 10 animals with the most unbelievable survival skills on the planet. And trust me, the number one animal is so nearly indestructible that scientists still struggle to understand how it's even possible. Let's begin. Number 10, the camel. When most people think about survival, they think of camels. But here's something many people don't know. Camels don't actually store water in their humps. Those humps are filled with fat, which their bodies convert into energy whenever food becomes scarce. Even more impressive, a camel can lose nearly 30% of its body water without dying, a level of dehydration that would be fatal for most mammals. Their long eyelashes keep sand out of their eyes, while their wide feet prevent them from sinking into hot desert sand. It's no wonder they've become the ultimate survivors of the world's harshest deserts. But deserts aren't the only unforgiving places on Earth. Number 9, the emperor penguin. Imagine standing outside during a blizzard. Now imagine doing it for months. Emperor penguins survive temperatures below -40 degrees Fahrenheit and winds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Instead of fighting the cold alone, they huddle together in massive groups. Thousands of penguins constantly rotate positions, making sure every bird gets a chance to warm up in the center. Even the fathers spend nearly 2 months protecting a single egg without eating. It's one of the greatest examples of teamwork in the animal kingdom. But our next survivor doesn't rely on teamwork, it relies on disappearing. Number 8, the leaf-tailed gecko. Hidden deep inside Madagascar's forests lives a master of invisibility. The leaf-tailed gecko looks almost identical to a dead leaf. Its flattened tail, rough skin, and even tiny imperfections mimic nature perfectly. Predators can stare directly at one and never realize it's there. When camouflage isn't enough, the gecko opens its enormous mouth, revealing a bright red interior to scare attackers away. Sometimes survival isn't about strength, it's about never. Number 7, the Arctic fox. Winter in the Arctic can last for months. Food becomes incredibly scarce. Temperatures plunge far below freezing. Yet the Arctic fox continues hunting. Its thick fur changes color with the seasons, white in winter, brown in summer, making it nearly invisible year-round. Its furry feet work like built-in snow boots, allowing it to travel across frozen landscapes with ease. Even when prey disappears, Arctic foxes can follow polar bears feeding on leftover scraps. They waste nothing. And speaking of wasting nothing, our next animal takes survival to another level. Number 6, the cockroach. Few animals have a reputation quite like the cockroach. They've survived for more than 300 million years. They can live for weeks without food. They can survive days without water. They can even continue living for about a week without their heads because their bodies breathe through tiny openings instead of relying on their mouths. Cockroaches also tolerate radiation far better than humans. While they're certainly not indestructible, they've mastered one thing better than almost any creature alive: endurance. But our next survivor doesn't survive because it's tough. It survives because it plays dead. Number 5, the opossum. When danger strikes, opossums perform one of nature's greatest tricks. They don't choose to play dead. Their bodies automatically shut down into a catatonic state. They collapse, their breathing slows, their tongue hangs out. They even release a foul smell that mimics a decaying animal. Many predators lose interest and simply walk away, minutes or even hours later. The opossum wakes up and quietly continues its journey. Sometimes the smartest fight is avoiding one altogether. Number 4. The wood frog. Every winter, something unbelievable happens inside North American forests. Wood frogs literally freeze. Their hearts stop beating. Their breathing stops. Ice forms inside their bodies. Normally, this would destroy living cells. But wood frogs flood their tissues with glucose, acting like a natural antifreeze. When spring arrives, they thaw. Their hearts begin beating again, and they hop away as if nothing happened. It's one of nature's greatest miracles. But things are about to become even stranger. Number 3. The immortal jellyfish. Growing old is unavoidable. Unless you're this jellyfish, when injured, stressed, or starving, the immortal jellyfish can reverse its own life cycle. Instead of dying, it transforms back into its juvenile stage. Then it grows up all over again. Scientists believe this process could theoretically continue indefinitely under the right conditions. It's not truly impossible to kill, but aging alone may never end its life. That's an astonishing survival strategy. Yet even this incredible creature can't survive what comes next. Number 2. The African lungfish. Imagine surviving without water for years. When rivers dry up, African lungfish bury themselves deep in mud. They secrete a protective mucus cocoon around their bodies. Inside this natural shelter, they slow their metabolism dramatically. Some have remained dormant for more than 3 years before heavy rains finally return. The moment water comes back, they wake up and swim away, almost as if nothing ever happened. But the number 1 survivor leaves every other animal behind. Number 1. The tardigrade. Meet the microscopic champion of survival. The tardigrade, also known as the water bear. This tiny creature survives freezing temperatures close to absolute zero, boiling heat, extreme pressure, deadly radiation, complete dehydration, and even the vacuum of outer space. When conditions become impossible, it curls into a tiny dried-up ball called a ton. Its metabolism nearly stops completely. Years later, add a drop of water, and it comes back to life. Scientists continue studying tardigrades, hoping their incredible biology could one day improve medicine and even future space exploration. If survival had a world champion, the tardigrade wins by a mile. Nature never stops surprising us. From frogs that freeze solid, to jellyfish that seem to escape aging, to microscopic creatures that survive outer space, these animals prove that life always finds a way. Which animal amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed discovering the incredible survival secrets of the natural world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and join us for more amazing stories from our planet. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.